A, if there are any questions on the VA disability claims process, anything with high value VA claims, denied VA claims, motherfucker Hurricane Hillary, let your boy know. We've been on here for a 30 minutes or so. Hopefully, I got some questions. Ask your boy. Video's kind of hope you're having a good Sunday out there in the streets, getting ready for the week of VA disability claims. You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully y'all good, y'all Gucci, y'all staying Gucci with it. And as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, active duty military is your first claim. Definitely transitioning out the military. You got any questions on the benefits delivery at discharge? Let your boy know. Gonna be answering questions for next 30 minutes. So, ME, what's up, dog? Motherfucking hello, dog info. Yes, sir. Have you used direct submit? Do you have to include VA disability form 21526EZ? How would that include a disability as a secondary on the printed form? So yes, you can. I mean, you definitely you're gonna need the 526 EZ 100%. And on that, if you're gonna do a hard copy claim, it's best to work with a VSO because they can, they have experience on that. And they can file a direct with a secondary alongside that claim. I'll definitely need to look at that form so I can show you specifically where that information would need to go. But it is definitely possible to do it all on one claim. So if you're filing your first direct claim with secondary conditions on that, you definitely do both at the same time. What's up, Ronnie? Motherfucker combing up in the house. What's up, dog? Weather like over here? I mean, it's raining hard right now. Hopefully I can hear the rain. In the background. Some serenity. What I'm talking about. It's been raining hard. Nothing crazy. I don't see no fucking jet skis out yet, so it's not too crazy with this Hurricane Hillary. What I'm talking about. What's up, LG? What's good, brother, man? Hope you've had a good weekend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's been great for the most part. Recovering. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Motherfucker, that sweet tea be hitting different sometimes. I'm like, oh shit. It's like the longer you freeze it, the better it tastes. I mean, don't have a VSO. Do not trust them. Okay, they trash, baby. Let me check it out. I'll check it out right quick. Hopefully I can direct you to the specific section of that form. But yeah, you can definitely do it all in one claim. One form. ME, I have 2 diagnoses for gastro, 1 VA private. Okay, they did not do an endoscopy. They did it based on my symptoms, what I work with a nexus, secondary to mental. Can I still get a disability rating? Yeah, 100%. So as long as you got a diagnosis, you don't really need the endoscopy. A lot of veterans, people in general as well, they try to claim IBS or GERD and they can't get the colonoscopy or the endoscopy. So usually if they can't get a diagnosis prior to the endoscopy, then they gotta take the endoscopy route. But if you got a diagnosis prior to even having to go in to do an endoscopy, I mean, that's all you need. Like, you have a diagnosis. I mean, you'll be good. You'll be good, Emmy. 100%, baby, 100%. As y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, Pact Act presumptive, motherfucking VA claims. Let's more know denied VA claims, active duty, mil. Hopefully y'all having a good Sunday. Nice rain over here in motherfucking Cali. Still waiting on this hurricane. What I'm talking about? Let's see. Check that out. Okay, Amy. Should I give the C&P examiner documentation on issues migraines have caused me at work, or could my explanation be enough? I'm not sure. I want to give them the information. Okay. Why would you? I mean, if you're gonna be filing a claim for migraines, you definitely got some meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes, brother, man. Like, you just can't. I mean, you can file a claim direct or secondary for migraines, but You're leaving it up to the VA, that claims specialist, to get your file. And if you don't have any type of medical history, medical evidence that can support you getting service connected, either direct or secondary, then they may just deny that claim. Like, they'll close it out before you may even get to a C&P exam. So I definitely recommend 100%, whenever you do submit that claim, have your diagnosis. If it's a secondary, make sure your medical evidence shows causation. And just like with mental health, you're gonna need, and migraines is different, not different, but it's one and the same with mental health. You need diagnosis, symptoms, prostrating, and complaints to support 30 and 50%. But on top of that, you're gonna need to still show evidence of personal impacts and work-life impacts. So, I mean, if you've been in and out of work, if you've lost promotions, if you have, if you've been demoted, if you've lost hours at work, lost money, lost time going in, you've expunged all your sick days, all your leave days dealing with migraines or any other disability, you can line that out in a personal statement. And, if you're on good terms with your supervisor, you could possibly get them to do a buddy statement for you as well to satisfy that the professional work life aspect that the VA is looking for that 30 and 50% criteria for migraines, as well as personal impacts. Have you lost relationships, family issues, and stuff like that. And it's definitely good to have at least one statement from a personal side. So, spouse, kids if they're old enough, friends, family, whatever case may be. Come on. LG, do you think I should try to claim obesity before putting in that sleep apnea claim? Okay, no. So the VA utilizes obesity as the intermediate step. Like, you just can't, the VA doesn't recognize obesity as a disability that you can get compensated for. But, like, if you got a serious knee injury and it's costs you to gain 50 to 70 pounds over, the last year or so, you can utilize that injury that caused you to get obese. Now, that is causing secondary issues. Sleep apnea, asthma, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, things of that nature. So it's definitely, there's medical literature that supports that causation. Any mobility issues causing obesity. If, diet, even with a good diet, only people can go so long without gaining the weight. Even vegans, we have vegans out here not eating meat, bread, processed foods and stuff like that, but they load up on sweets. So, like, when you see a vegan out there, I'm fucking, save the planet, but then they're like 350. I'm like, my math ain't mathing. What's going on, dog? So, you definitely, don't waste time with an obesity claim directly, because you're not gonna, like, the VA, they don't recognize obesity as a disability. But if an injury has caused you to become obese now, mobility issues, PTSD, or this psychiatric medication cause you to stress eat, which in turn causes you to gain weight, now you're medically obese, that is the step in which you need to establish or develop whenever you're trying to put in that secondary claim, if you're trying to utilize obesity at least. Hold on, ask y'all one more question. And let's check it out. Let's check it out. ME. Let me see. We'll check it out. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll close the window. But it's just rainfall in the background. Might be a little too loud. There you go. There we go. Me. I have all the diagnosis. I got symptoms and nexus. Okay. I got fired for missed work. Okay. So I'm unemployment, and I was thinking of showing payment schedule of checks and I'm getting from unemployment. Okay. But I'm not sure I should. No, you shouldn't share that with them. But you should, be like, hey, I've been out of work for the last 2 months, 2 weeks, year and a half, whatever case may be. Definitely you want to show that to, express that to them. You don't have to show them any unemployment or, SSI or any supplemental income that you are receiving. Only thing that they need to know is, hey, due to this disability that I'm in this C&P exam for today, it's caused me to get out of work. It's gotten me fired, and I haven't been able to find work. I've been trying to apply to different positions. I actually tried to save the last job, well, this previous job in which I was working at prior to me getting fired. I tried to salvage that, but it just wasn't working out. And now I'm unemployed. I'm trying to get service connected for these disabilities and these issues that has been causing me to have professional impacts. I'm talking about ME, but yeah, you 100% you definitely do not have to show them any supplemental income, any unemployment income that you're receiving to verify that you're not working. Hey, it should be some type of word. If you can get a buddy to hey, yeah, Emmy, I've known Emmy for the last 5 years. He's been dealing with his issues. Any disability, whatever disability that you're trying to get VA benefits for, have a buddy. Hey, blah blah blah. Recently, Emmy, he was working. He was at this company for 5 to 10 years, and he just got fired due to his migraines just fucking with him on a daily basis. His knees, sleep apnea. This motherfucker choking on his tongue in the middle of the day. So definitely see if you can get those. I think you said you got the motherfucking goddamn buddy statements. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. No problem, brother man. Motherfucking true crime with the psychic goddess. Oh, what's up, Gucci killers? Gucci. I'm like, who that? Welcome to the channel. Hopefully I was able to answer some of your questions on some of the videos, some of the comments and stuff. ME, C&P exam on Friday. Okay. Is it for migraines or is it for ME? And as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, Pact Act presumptive conditions. Kind of loud out there, right? Hurricane Hillary, let your boy know. Migraines, baby. Okay, so first claim for migraines, and is it going to be a direct or secondary? Motherfucker, true crime. One of my docs is charging $25 total for a DBQ, medical opinion, and excess letter. That's fucking good. I mean, not a lot of doctors they have the capability, especially with private medical. That's why I've always gone through private medical once I figured out, okay, I mean, you could almost get anything from a copay. $25 ain't shit, especially for something that's going to warrant, benefit you in the long run. Compensation, benefits. Come on. The name is Thea. Thea? Is it Thea or Thea? One or two. Thea? It's probably Thea. Thea. Oh, motherfucking ME. Secondary to tinnitus. Okay, 100% baby. So, seeing that you already have a C&P exam, the VA, they're like, okay, your medical evidence supports your tinnitus causing migraines. I mean, as long as you're going there, you're good, you're Gucci, you should get that service connection. In order to get 10, 30, or 50%, at least 30 or 50, you should be shooting for 50. Like, hey, hopefully you got a diary or a logbook showing how frequent, the intensity, and the duration of your migraines. When are they occurring? How hard are they? Right side, left side of the temple. How long is it taking you out to fight? How many days of work have you missed? Leading up to you being fired. Has it taken you away from friends and family? Has it taken you away from? Obviously, it's taking you out of work. So that'll be the strongest support for the professional side. So like, hey, blah blah blah. I work from this company. Motherfucker, 2010 up until motherfucking January of this year, and they actually fired me due to my migraines because I've been taking too much leave, too much time off from work, sick days, leave days, and now I'm just not even showing up to work, leave without pay type of situation. So definitely a bad situation to be in, but you need to clearly articulate and express to that C&P exam, like, hey, and definitely bring in the DBQ with you as well. Like, go down the list. Make sure every question is being asked, as well as make sure that that C&P examiner they got the DBQ up because migraines, I believe, is only a 6 to 7 page DBQ. Let's check it out. And we can actually, let's do a little mock right now. Let me see. VA, motherfucking migraine. Motherfucking, migraine. But yeah, as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Denied VA claims, high value VA claims, Hurricane, motherfucking Hillary. Nexus, ME. The Nexus for migraines cost me $2,300. Oh shit, dog. God bless America. Hey, you better be going. You better be walking out of that C&P exam with 50 to 100%, baby. Motherfucker, true, motherfucker. There. That's only my motherfucker motherfucking Optimus Primalogist. Okay, though I still need to get my other docs. Okay, there you go. It's Althea, aka Thea, Althea. Okay, I got you. Althea sounds like a motherfucking psychic goddess name. There you go. ME. I have a 8-month migraine log. Okay, with days mess when symptoms worked for 5 years. 100%, 4 pages. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's some good information right there. True crime. Motherfucking. What does it say? Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I didn't miss anybody yet. You said it in a Jamaican way to out there. A little out. I need to drink some water. I've been talking too much. Hold on. Out there. You said it in a Jamaican way. There you go. I wrote my own Nexus. Doc just had to sign it and edit what there needs to be. Okay, I'm not paying anything over $50. I mean, goddamn. Althea. There we go. Althea. Althea or Althea. Anyways, but yes, you submit it down to American pronunciation after. Still fucking around with different words, different names, different dialects and shit. Veterans come in all walks of life. RME with the DBQ. So when I went in for my increase, I went from 0 to 50 for migraines. I had, let's just fast forward to the C&P exam. So they're gonna be going over diagnosis. Obviously, you have a diagnosis. Going from there, the most important questions is gonna be any additional diagnosis pertaining to headaches. So if you have, any tension headaches, migraines, if you're getting, nerve issues and stuff like that, that'll be the time to add that. Going into the medical history, you want to always talk about the causation. Beat that down. How is tinnitus causing migraines? Once you've established that question, you're going to move on to the next one. Are you taking medication? Are you currently taking medication for migraines? Amy? No, it's like we're doing that C&P exam right now. Let's go with it, Amy. Are you currently taking medication for migraines, tension headaches? Why are you trying to get VA disability benefits? Motherfucking Althea. I'm thinking I'll get 100% off the bat, but if not, I'm hoping at minimum 70%. Don't feel like making it an endless cycle. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if your medical evidence supports, you could get it off the bat, but it's very few veterans get 100% off rip. I don't know why. A lot of retirees get it. I mean, obviously 20, 30 years in the military, you're all fucked up, motherfucking IBS on your ankles and shit. You're throwing up all day. You got steel knees, metal knees and shit. Yeah. But for some of the military members who've done, less than 10 years, it's very hard to get that 100% off rip. Motherfucking Emmy, taking 3 medications. Okay. All right, Gucci killers. Next question. Does a veteran have a treatment plan, including taking the medication? Yeah, you got 3 prescribed types of medication. Okay. Does a veteran experience headache pain? Types of pain that you should be experiencing is pulsating. That's the word that the VA likes to see. Pulsating or throbbing headache. Pain localized to one side of the head. Not a traveling migraine, but usually if you have migraines, it always starts on, it's more predominantly on the left side, right side, whatever the case may be. Constant head pain, stiffness in your neck, stuff like that. Does all the pain, what type of pain are you experiencing, ME? All the above? If so, how frequent? And if that C&P examiner just asks you, more than likely that C&P examiner is going to ask you, okay, what type of pain are you experiencing when you're experiencing a migraine? And depending on what you say, they may type in some words in there. If it's outside of, okay, is it constant pain? Is it prostrating? Is it throbbing? Is it on one side of the head? Is it repeat? They'll check those boxes if you may say something, but you definitely want to, like I said, take in the DBQ. Like, hey, yeah, all of these apply to me, or if 2 or 3, like, hey, constant pain, throbbing, pulsating, prostrating as well, that definitely applies to me. And while we wait on ME to reply, LG, the IBS claim is the only initial review status. Hopefully I can land this 30% and put me at 100%. Yes, sir. Motherfucker, 100%. Motherfucker. Yes, sir. Out there. I was refusing meds in the past. I don't like meds, but I sent emails out and have apps for them to start prescribing them. Okay, there you go, 100%. What about the back left of the head? Any it's normally in the frontal lobes of the head. But outside of just having a migraine, you always want to pinpoint to where, if it's like in the back of the head, like right above the motherfucking cervix. Yeah, it's the cervix. No, I'm fucking tripping. Now I'm talking about. And as y'all coming in, by all means, feel free to ask any questions on the VA disability claims process, denied VA claims, active duty military, first claim, BDD, motherfucking how I am doing, and Hurricane Hillary. ME, should I mention tinnitus cause? My Nexus mentions it. And I was told that the C&P doctor does not believe it. It could cause issues on one side of the head, throbbing and constant. I just filled my DBQ, so I marked the issues I have. Okay, with migraines. Okay, whatever your medical evidence says, and that Nexus letter, that's what you want to be going into the C&P. Okay, hey, this is the issues I'm experiencing by my tinnitus causing migraines. Like, tinnitus is usually a frequent thing. Pardon me. And your evidence should, at this point, it should support, okay, hey, I'm getting tinnitus so severe that it's causing migraines. And when I'm, experiencing migraines, they're lasting, hey, I'm experiencing all this pain, throbbing. I got sleep in a fucking closet. I've been fired from work. You definitely want to establish the causation. So beat down, okay, when did it start? If it just started, if it started 2 years ago, refer to your medical evidence. Or, bring everything that you filed for that claim, because first you want to get service connected. That's the first step. But then outside of that, you want to make sure before you leave that C&P exam that C&P examiner acknowledges, okay, yeah, I can see the causation between your medical evidence as well as looking at the Nexus letter a little better. But most C&P examiners, especially if they're like old and seasoned, they're not going to look at they may not look at the Nexus letter. That's mainly reserved for that VA rater. Because a C&P examiner, they can be on your side or not, but if they're on your side, it's even a plus. So once it gets to that VA rater, they're going to be, okay, here's ME's medical evidence, diagnosis, Nexus letter, buddy statements. He has everything good. He went into a C&P exam that doctor sides with him as well. Fuck, easy claim. Now let me just look at the DBQ to see if it's going to be 0 to 50%, somewhere in between, if that makes sense. But prior to, you should take each question, take it at the, and what? Let me see that one. So that goes into describe the history. That's the second. That's like the second-ish real question on the DBQ. Still on the second page. First page is just review. The second page goes into the meat and potatoes of that migraine VA fucking C&P exam. So whatever, like, describe the history. You need to be describing the causation. Describe, when did it start? When were you first diagnosed? When were you assessed? How have you been dealing with it for the last 2 to 5 years? Leading up until, like, you want to end the story with, I mean, not end the story, but, you know, end the story to current day. You know, I've lost my job due to my tinnitus causing my migraines. And when I'm having migraines, it's just fucking hurting. You know, I'm out of the fight 2 to 3 times a week during the work week. And me missing days, I can't provide for myself. No, I'm talking about, you know, go on, Emmy. Motherfucker, hey, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, motherfucker. What's up, Gary? What's up, motherfucker? Gary, happy Sunday, brother, man. Appreciate y'all joining. Hey, y'all got any questions? Let your boy know on the VA disability claims process. You like the video? Please hit the like button. I appreciate the strife. Anything on me? All right, now let's go to Apnea. I'm diagnosed with so much. This should be 100% easy. We're gonna see. There you go. So it's all like the VA claims process is all about chess. Like, you don't want to fucking, like, you know, throw your fucking bank account information all at the wall. No, you want to fucking, you know, throw some fucking cards, you know, just like spades, you know, you know, throw a couple of cards here and there, motherfucker, you know, get up there, you be good. At least with me, I didn't file no more than 4 things at a time when I actually got back into the VA claims process. Because, you know, like most vets, oh, no problem, Amy, no problem, Amy. Let's move on. Let's move on to the questions. Does the veteran experience any non-headache symptoms, such as vomiting, sensitivity to light, sensitivity to sound, nausea, etc.? Does all apply, Emmy, or just a few? You know, just doing like a little pseudo VA motherfucking C&P exam. Okay, motherfucking out there. I did faint on a heat wave with the soldiers and woke up in the emergency room. Okay. I do have majority symptoms to the TBI. I have pressure on my brain that causes swollen optic nerves. I was diagnosed with radiculopathy, PTSD, major depression, and migraines. I've always refused meds for everything, though. That's about to change up. Yeah, 100%. Like, if you have any issues, especially that was caused by the military, I mean, yeah, you know, medication, you know, no one wants to take medication, especially, you know, we believe, you know, between 25 to 35, maybe 45 even. You know, we're young, we're thriving, we don't need medication. You know, fuck it. I just, you know, drink some water, get a motherfucking Starbucks goddamn macchiato, I'll go about my day. But in terms of like VA disability compensation, definitely gotta be getting the treatment. You gotta be complaining. You gotta be taking the meds. For a majority of the issues. I'm talking about. Come on. ME all apply. Okay, there you go. You mean? Next question. Indicate duration of a typical migraine. How long are your migraines lasting? Half a day, a full day, 1 to 2 days. Average. So like if you're having like 3 to 4 migraines a week, what's the average duration of those? If it's like an 8-hour work day, that's half a day. If it's starting at like 8 in the morning and it's not subsiding until like 11, 12 o'clock at night, you know, chop it up to a full day, which is pretty much why it's taking you out of work. What's up, Greg? Got denied with migraines and military record, but C&P doctor says it's been 25 years. Okay, Gucci killers. All right, Greg. So they said it's been 25 years since. Okay, so you had in-service complaints, but since you separated from the military, have you complained about migraines? First of all, and then second, are you on any current medication for migraines? That's my question to you, Greg. Let your boy know. Okay, Emmy, yes sir. Indicate the location of typical head pain, right side, left side, whatever. Left side, what the fuck? Right side, left side, both sides, or other. Other is like, you know, if you're having pain in the back, side to side, in the cheek area, in the eyes, you know. But definitely, main thing is right or left side of the head. 5 a month. Oh shit, 2 to 8 hours. Okay, 5 a month. Okay, Gucci killers. That's not bad. Not bad. Hey, make sure the C&P examiner is writing shit down. Okay, next part. Most important question on the DBQ for migraines for VA disability is migraines. Does the veteran have characteristics of prostrating migraines / non-headaches and stuff? Yes? Okay, cool. How frequent? With less frequent attacks, 2 months, once every month, and then, you know, make sure, like, no, I'm having 5 a month, cool. And then whenever they need to put in notes at the end, remarks, make sure that they add those in the remarks, that you're having them 5 times a month, if it applies to you. If you're having them, 2 to 3 times a week, that's motherfucking, 6 to goddamn 13. Let's get it, man. Right side have to lay down. Okay. Should I mention the word prostrating should I mention the word prostrating a doctor work, or just have to lie down? No, prostrating, dog. You gotta mention that word, because I don't know why the VA and C&P examiners, they don't associate 30 or 50 to you unless you say they're prostrating. Prostrating is pretty much throbbing. VA doctors will write prostrating. Civilian private medical will probably put throbbing, pulsating. Prostrating isn't a medical term. So when veterans go and they build this medical evidence for over the medication only. So when they're building this medical evidence for migraines, they're not complaining about how it's prostrating. And you should be like telling your doctors, hey, it's prostrating. Especially if it's a private doctor, because they don't use prostrating. They use throbbing, pulsating, and actual medical terms. Greg, so you've been using over-the-counter medication? I think that's what you meant to say. Motherfucking Althea, also neck and leg issues, PTSD, memory loss, and not exaggerating anything for a rating. No, you good. You just gotta make sure, motherfucking chest organization. Make sure you got a diagnosis for everything. Are you still active duty? I don't know if I asked that. I think you're still active duty. Half a day, 2 to 3 days, sometimes less though. Okay. Okay. Trying to read it up. Okay, Greg. To be honest, when I got out, I didn't know that I could file for migraines. Yeah, no, I get you, Greg. Like 100%. Like that's a lot of shit we were told. When we're transitioning out the military, TRS is trash. TAPS, that transition assistance program is trash. The doctors that we're dealing with and are out processing their trash. I didn't even hear about VA disability until I was going to go. When I was during my checkout process, they're like, "Oh, you want to put in a VA claim?" I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" "Oh, blah." I'm like, "Oh, man, I guess." I'm talking about, and then they submitted it. It came back. I got a lot. Everything was denied except for migraines. I got 0 for migraines and a 10% for tinnitus. And then I was just like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Back in 2017, but I was just like, "Fucking, let's get these benefits, baby." You know what I'm talking about? ME. Should I mention the word prostrating? Yep, answer that one. Motherfucking Althea. The VA pain management doc said my back and neck are most likely due to my military service, which also can be the cause for migraine. I mean, everything should be due to the cause of your military service. Like 100%. 100%. You just gotta start building those complaints. Yesterday I saw prostrating in the DBQ. It should be DBQ. So I'm just going to have my neurologist fill out alright, so it's a DBQ out there, a DBQ. I don't know where you're getting that A at. Motherfucking DABA! She got the DABA form. There you go. I'll have one next to him already completed to hint at what I prefer him to check off. Yep, 100%. There you go. That's 100% mentality. Been out since August 2021. Okay, 22 years. Sheesh. There you go. Yeah, 100%. So definitely you want to be working with this doctor. Make sure you're molding them. Like, hey, I need this information. I need this box checked. Make sure these like if you're going the private route or VA route, and your doctor is willing to fill out a DBQ, specifically for the DBQ, you want to make sure that every box is marked. Everything is filled out, that they're reviewing your service treatment record, as well as your current, everything up until this point for that claim. Because that's the same thing that C&P examiners are looking at. But the VA doesn't penalize them if they miss a box. But if you supply a DBQ from your own private physician, and they missed the box, they're like, oh, fuck it, no, you're still going through a C&P exam. And we're not even using this because it's not sufficient because, box 13 is missing. Motherfucking Greg, motherfucking 11 Bravo Infantry, motherfucking Motivate Hard Charge over there, they go. Motherfucking out there, I missed C&P exam after ETS because I winded up moving and didn't follow up. Now motherfucking, yeah, I mean, that kind of happened to me. Like, I didn't miss them, I just kept rescheduling them because I was in between the East Coast and the West Coast, and I would try to hey, I'll be in the West Coast over here, and I was like, I'm going back to the East Coast, I'm just like, hey, fuck, fuck out of the way with that bullshit. Back in 2017. Let's check it out. Motherfucking Greg, if you went to sick call, you were called a profile child. Oh, that's funny. That's the first time I heard that. In the Marines, they call them, light duty warriors, sick bay commandos, motherfucking, what is it? Sick bay ninjas. But I mean, that's a good one. Motherfucking profile childs. That sounds like some Navy shit too. Motherfucking out there. See, my TDI and memory loss had me say, Daba, you caught me now. That's a valid reason why I write. There you go. Me a layman's letter. A layman's. Well, come on. There you go. They used to say profile writer. Fucking army. Y'all got some fucking names over there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Hey, as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Profile writers. Let your boy know. Sick bay commandos. Stay Gucci with it. Oh, let's finish this DBQ. My bad, Amy. My bad. So the prostrating is the most important question on. I want to use Prestige for my mentals. I am not sure they use a doctor or an MP. Do you know, because the lady is an MP? I did utilize Prestige. I think you're talking about Leia, and she is an NP. Now, I don't think it necessarily matters. In some situations, it does. However, I think it really just depends on the thoroughness of that doctor. Between an MP and an actual MD, it depends on how much effort are they putting into that nexus letter or that opinion. And when I went to her, I utilized her for a sleep apnea nexus letter. I didn't need it, but since at that point I knew how often and the high rate of denial that the VA denies any sleep apnea related VA claims, I was like, I would rather have this than to not have it, than to be stuck in the VA claims process for 6 to 8 months, and then they come back like, oh, you should have had a nexus letter. I'm like, okay. But I did utilize her. She's very thorough, very detailed. Sometimes I still read, just like helping other veterans and stuff who ask about her specifically for nexus letters for, PTSD, mainly for mental health and for sleep apnea. Very good, very detailed. I think it's like seven pages. 7 pages long, real detailed. Provides all the medical literature that's sufficient, substantial, really good. What's up, motherfucker? Even Stevens. Yeah, I'm safe over here in Cali, It's a little bit of rain. It's just rain. I ain't seen no fucking jet skis yet, so we all good. Until the jet skis come out, I don't know, dog. Yeah, hopefully that gives you, a little clarity in me. After I did refer her to 3 other veterans. That was 4, but you know what I mean. I got some some fucking issues in there. I did refer her out. One Marine who's in the Air Force, he needed fucking like 3 DBQs, 2 Nexus letters, one for PTSD, one for TBI, and then a DBQ for both of those, as well as DBQ for sleep apnea. And he got service connected for everything. The thing with TBI, migraines, secondary to PTSD, unless your medical evidence is really detailed and good, the VA doesn't like giving veterans both TBI and migraines secondary to PTSD, because TBI could be, both of those are like, it could be symptoms of migraine, of PTSD, instead of just being separate disabilities altogether. So if your medical evidence supports and you got a good Nexus letter from a very thorough and experienced doctor, like motherfucking Prestige, you should be good. I'm not sure if they have multiple doctors at Prestige. I think it's just Leia. But I could be wrong. They could have a doctor. Like if you're looking for a doctor, they may have a doctor there that could, provide you with a Nexus letter, but I'm not too sure. But you can always hit up the website, send them an email. Greg, did you submit your own claims? I have a lawyer and it takes forever. 100%, baby. So I didn't submit my own claims. I've always utilized Wound Warrior Project, because back in the beginning, back in like 2017, when I was trying to do my own claims, like all of 2017, I failed every claim. I just said, fuck it, whatever, fuck. And then just like between my research, I'm like, okay, the VA, like the denial rate when a claim is coming from a veteran service organization is like 60% lower than a veteran just submitting their own claim. So like I put it to the test. I put in claims from December 2020 up until September of last year, and every single claim I submitted, well, I had my VSO submit on my behalf. Everyone got service connected, secondary, increase, denied claims got service connected. Like, money in the bank. Shorty what you think. So, motherfucker out there. Doubt they'll read 7 pages, but at least it's solid. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I know the VA ain't reading all that shit, but the more the better. Like, you want to prep your claim for a possible denial. So, that's pretty much what I got right before I got back into the VA claims process. I'm like, okay, I saw claims, like most of the claims that were denied, veterans, 80% didn't have personal statements. It could have been corrected with a personal statement. Like, it's pretty much saying like between the C&P examiner, that veteran's medical evidence, and then it getting to the VA rater, they didn't know what was going on with the claim. A simple personal statement would have cleared out all the gray areas, any questions possibly that VA rater had. And that personal statement lives as like your voice. So, because the VA rater, they're not going to give you a call, but there is an off chance that they actually read everything that's in your claim. So definitely providing a personal statement is better than not providing one. And then if you're denied, it's 100% going to get read at a higher level review. So, just keep that in mind. But back to the DBQ right quick. Diagnostic testing. There's no real diagnostic testing for migraines. So, then the next most important question on the DBQ for migraines is functional impact. Does the veteran have any headaches, condition that impacts his or her ability to work? Obviously, if it's taking you from work, if it's gotten you fired, if it's gotten you demoted, if you can't progress, those are impacts. And then, remarks section, that's when it takes into consideration, that's where you'll talk about your personal life. So whenever it gets to this question, their ability to work, that's when you want to talk about, let me see, your personal side as well. Because I'm not sure why it's not on the DBQ, your personal and your professional. It only hints towards professional. But in order to get 30 and 50% for migraines, you need impacts to both your professional life and your personal life. Which is like, what's the VA doing? You know what I'm talking about? It's like, it should be 2 different sections. But if you're only talking about personal, your professional impacts with that question, you may miss to say anything personally happened to you, if that makes sense. I'm talking about if you got friends, family, kids, and you're, isolating yourself into a room to get away from them, to get some time to yourself to manage this migraine, it may not be asked because it's not a question on the DBQ, even though it's needed in order to get 30 and 50%, VA rating. That makes sense. Motherfucker ME. Hopefully, that was a good little, pseudo motherfucking migraine DBQ. Motherfucking true out there. True. ME. Okay. Is there a question on the diagnosis on the VA? In my nexus letter, write a MP. Oh man. Is there a question on a diagnosis in the VA? And my nexus letter, write a MP opinion, and the highest rated one wins. Is that true? So between an MD and a NP or a specialist, it's not so much. I mean, yeah, I've seen it happen, but an initial claim. But I have seen veterans win on appeals because that MP was a lot more thorough than that piece of shit C&P examiner who only saw you for 5 minutes. Like that MP can be your personal doctor who's been seeing you for 10 years. The weight of their opinion is far more than that C&P examiner that you're going to be seeing for 15 to an hour max. Like most veterans, they don't. If you bring it in the DBQ, it shouldn't be. Every C&P exam should be at least 30 minutes minimum, because you're keeping that C&P examiner. Okay, question 2. Blah, blah, blah. Question 3, dog. Nah. No fucking sticky note. You can fucking wipe your ass with that sticky note. Fuck out with that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker. Hopefully I answered the question, Emmy. Motherfucking out there. I may do all my personal statements this week. Knock them all out at once. Yeah, I mean, you got a couple of claims. I mean, it's not. Don't rush them. Don't rush them, because you're gonna fucking do some shit work and then you're like, fuck. I would say like take 3 to 4 days per disability. I mean, unless you got the time and you're a fast fucking writer, you're a good storyteller, by all means, cool. But there are some. I do got a video in my mental health playlist. Pretty much, I broke down my method of doing personal statements, which has gotten me all my disability service connected and increased. But you definitely need organization in your personal statement as well to include in that claim. Motherfucking even Stevens. Appreciate you, Emmy. Yes, sir. Got it. Doctor of Info. Yes, sir. Excellent. Where did Bill Cosby keep sweat? Keep sweating there. I mean, he was in here earlier. No, that was LG. I haven't seen Keep Sweat yet. Motherfucking Bill Cosby. Man, that motherfucker over there, fucking eating yellow pudding cups, dog. Always sending me some bullshit ass messages. You know what I'm talking about? Even Stevens. Greg had a personal statement explaining the use of my over-the-counter medication for migraines. They didn't take it into consideration. I mean, at that point, you should have definitely filed for the C&P examiner didn't take it into consideration, or the overall claim. Because at that point, did you submit for a higher level review? When it was denied, Greg? Motherfucking Althea. Take notes. Isolating self in room to manage migraines. Not to mention, it's true. Thanks. Oh, 100%. 100%. Althea message retracted. Motherfucking. Okay, I follow your advice, motherfucking. Hold on. Motherfucking even Stevens, the Debo's crew. Yes, sir. We about to bust some nut ops going into the VA, motherfucker. Hey, where the benefits, dog? Hey, where they at though? Initial claim. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Greg, you definitely should have. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I didn't even know about it back then as well. But if you had a VSO, they probably would have told you, like, hey, you had good, sufficient medical evidence. It shouldn't have been a reason why that C&P examiner didn't agree with that. And you'll definitely be better off submitting a higher level review post that denial letter. And more than likely, you possibly would have gotten it then. If that makes sense. Had a. It's kind of humid with this rain. Thought it'd be colder. Any other questions, comments, concerns on the VA disability claims process, Pact Act presumptive conditions, motherfucker Hurricane Hillary, Hurricane Debo? Let your boy know. Might be getting off here in the next 5-10 minutes or so. Probably 5 minutes. Getting kind of humid over here. Getting that slant. Yeah, you know, claims, you definitely gotta be organized. Try not to like submit a lot of things on your claims. Like go for like no more than 4 because it's easier to manage, and then it doesn't keep you in the claims process longer, if that makes sense. But even Stevens, explain the step after a denial. So, but you got 2 options. Well, you got 3, but you got 2 options post a denied VA claim. The first option is if it's something simple and if you're impatient and you don't have the time or you don't want to wait for a correction, or if there's something that you believe that if you believe all your medical evidence is good, submit a higher level review. If you think that, oh, I should have supplied that but I didn't, then that'll be a supplemental route. A supplemental route is pretty much the VA gives you your decision letter denied saying, hey, you didn't have a diagnosis. Fix this. Submit a supplemental, blah, 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 blah. But if you did have a diagnosis, you want to submit a higher level review. The difference between a higher level review and a supplemental is you maintain the effective date of whenever you submitted that claim. So if you submitted that claim January of last year and you just got denied August 2023, but you know for a fact everything that you submitted was sufficient, was good for rating purposes, that C&P examiner is fucking IBS, and you know you still want to maintain that effective date because that's fucking a year and 8 months worth of back pay. You definitely want that back pay. So if you know for shadow of doubt all of your information is good, submit for a higher level review. You may still be waiting for another 5 to 8 months for to get in to see a more experienced VA rater or a judge, but you have a higher likelihood of getting service connected, turning that denial around, and you tap into that back pay. So at that point, if you do get service connected at that point, and it increases your total percentage, from 80 to 90, that's a big difference. Especially the 18 months you was already waiting on top of 6 to 8 months that you're waiting for this. I mean, that's a lot of money. But if you're one of those vets who just want to get in and out of the process, you don't want to fucking be stuck in there. Yeah, 100%. You don't have to take the higher level review route, but you won't get any back pay associated. Like, it refreshes your effective date. So it wouldn't be January of last year. You'll be submitting a supplemental effective August 2023. Even Stevens. Motherfucker Greg had a C&P exam for 4 claims. She denied all 4. Oh shit. Hypertension, neck pain, HERD, fuck around dog, and migraines. Okay, so what was the reasons for denial? Lack of in-service complaints, lack of a diagnosis. Like, what was the reason they denied you for? ME and 421.526. It says if due to exposure, the secondary and go. Oh, let me look at that real quick. Okay, N421.526. It states if due to exposure, that where the secondary. Okay, tonight goes. Evidence. Okay. Let me check it out right quick. I was actually checking it out, but I got bamboozled. All right, so I believe you can just tack it in. Let me get to the page. All right, so when it says it's on page 11, current disabilities. You can explain the causation in here, like briefly. You can be like, hey, secondary, in those boxes as well as in the remarks section. If there is a remarks, let me see. Yeah, it's gonna be in that box, Emmy, the one that you was looking at. Do you know that? What are the advantages of using Quick Submit? Well, if you have everything that the 21526EZ filled out correctly, you have all your diagnosis, all your medical evidence that you are willing to submit to the VA, it could get you in to see a C&P examiner quicker, as well as if everything is good, you got DBQs and IMOs for first-time claims. Really, a VA rater, they could just adjudicate that claim outright. Like, hey, I don't need to send ME to a C&P exam in fucking like 5 months or 5 weeks or so. He has everything I need. Well, but even Stevens, motherfucking Debo always providing golden insight. Yes, sir. Appreciate the strive, support, dog. Always. Motherfucking Althea. Do you know how long it usually takes until they call for the C&P exams? I forgot. Right now, there's no real time frame, just due to all of the Pact Act presumptive conditions. It has slowed down the claims process, but you could get a more accurate depiction of that just by looking at your closest VA regional facility. Going from there, you can look at their processing times and what's their current workload. Like, for me, I'm over here in Sandy, SD, and they're like processing their average from submit to completion for San Diego was 165 days. So you can definitely check online to get like an average time to completion. But come on. Motherfucking out there. All right, motherfucker. So migraines are frustrating. It's always 70 to 100. No, for migraine, what? No, migraines you can get 0, 10, 30, or 50% for migraines. Depending on your level of severity, frequency of the migraines, duration, postration, that's going to determine if you get 30 or 50. If it's a few times a week. So outside of the frequency that is occurring, there still are a few other things that you need to meet the criteria for 30 and 50. Motherfucking even Stevens. Where's Fred, Stanford, and Lemont? Motherfucking Stanford or something? Fuck out here, dog. Motherfucking even Stevens. That sounds like some shit Bill Cosby will say. Come on, dog. Motherfucking didn't want to spend the money for Nexus letters, but it looks like I may have to. Like some veterans in here, if you could work with your primary care provider, maybe all you gotta do is a copay. Like motherfucking True Crime over there, she's paying a copay and she's getting provided with DBQs and IMOs, Nexus letters. So motherfucker, that motherfucker, there you go, motherfucker, True Crime out there, motherfucker, psychic, motherfucking profile gremlin. Come on, motherfucking Jeremy, feed us. I'm getting medically discharged from the Air Force. Okay, active duty. Recently got finished my C&P exams, and I got back the DBQs. Most of them were inaccurate and didn't reflect what I said during the C&P exam. Shake my head. All right, hey, in that case, hopefully my rating still comes back good though. But damn, the examiners literally just lied. Don't care. So with that, you can if you have a VSO, you can have them request an inadequate exam. So prior to that claim finalizing, the VA will scratch that C&P exam and call you in for another one. Or if you don't have a VSO, or they're fucking absolute dog ass, you can call the VA directly and be like, hey, I'm requesting a new C&P exam because that C&P examiner fucking, they had a goddamn leg in their ass the whole time. They lied about a lot of things on this DBQ, and I don't want this being the first, foundation of my C file, your VA claims file, going into your veteran status. So definitely, hey, and if you don't have a VSO right now, I definitely recommend that you get one, because having a VSO that has access to VBMS is a lot better than just you going in it alone. Because the VA, they'll be like, okay, Air Force chose, fuck out of here, dog. Take your ass back to the Air Force, fuck out of here. No one told you to get broke. You know what I'm talking about? But I've seen that if a VA claim is being submitted by Wounded Warrior Project, motherfucking DAV, Disabled American Veterans, motherfucking, come on, dog. It looks a lot better than just, motherfucking Debo. It's too late for me. Save yourself, dog. It's too late. Bro, it's never too late, dog. I can't do it like that since it's through the disability. Oh, okay, it's through IDES. Okay, it's different. DOD VA, so I don't have a VSO. I have a VA coordinator. Doing all, okay, 100% baby, 100% baby. Hey, talk to that VA coordinator, hey, dog. The C&P exam was fucking absolute elephant booty cheeks. Come on, dog. Or if not, if you can't reschedule it, take notes. Make sure you keep notes and stuff. And you can submit a fucking higher level review. If you think that you've submitted all the good information, higher level review. It shouldn't have been a reason why that C&P examiner, did you dirty. But if not, maybe you're just missing a diagnosis or one or two things that can be easily corrected on a supplemental. Motherfucking true crime. I saw someone on Reddit saying their examiners lied. Yeah, examiners do lie. They lie. Some of them are trash, absolute booty cheeks. And it's just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, goddamn it, dog. And some of them are just like, some of them lie, and then some of them are just vague. They're not even filling anything out on the DBQ. And that was the issue that I had with the Loyal Group and OptumServe in my last VA claim. The VA, they actually tried to do ACE, the C&P exams to where you don't go in, but if they need you, they'll give you a call. It's one of those, the ACE exams. And they went through the Loyal Group and OptumServe 3 times before they scratched all 3 because they were absolute trash. Before they eventually sent me in person with QTC. So, definitely 100%. Jeremy, do you guys prefer how it is now with the exams going through contractors, or prefer how it used to be when you could exams and directly at the VA too? It's like hit or miss. I got out in 2017, so I didn't have that luxury. But just my experience dealing with VA doctors. No, sir. No, motherfucking sir. It was like absolutely, like, my VA doctor she was trash. Like, if I collected a bucket of rain, that'll have more use than she did, if that makes sense. Different people, different experiences. That was my experience. I would say hell no all day, every day, till Sunday. #bars. No problem, Amy. Well, very welcome, very welcome. Greg went to C&P. Okay, went to C&P for PTSD. Only looked at half my symptoms, and for a lowballed 30%. Okay, ignore symptoms that would have given me higher rating. Okay, yeah. Greg, have you had the DBQ medical opinion? He probably didn't back then. It's been like 22 years, but at that point, you definitely could have submitted for a higher level review. If you believe you're like right now, if you think your symptoms has gotten worse and your severity, your impacts to your personal and your work life has gotten worse, you should be warranted for an increase. You definitely got to put that in. Work with your VA provider. You definitely get that shit, dog. Get that shit. Get that increase, baby. Push that 100%. But yeah, definitely, it's usually, if you're seeing a psychiatrist right now or a therapist, coach, life coach, whatever the case may be, if you've been seeing them for a few years, yeah, Jeremy, is it too loud? No, it's the rain. I was trying to, have some abyss, some feng shui and shit in the background, but it's probably raining a little bit hard right now. MDD and suicidal. No, it's not too loud. Be careful out there. Oh yeah, 100%. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't fucking going nowhere, dog. Appreciate the strife. Appreciate your love. Greg. Okay, yeah. Answered that one. Answered that one. Motherfucking true crime. Motherfucking profile. Jeremy, why can't you bring it to a civilian doctor and have them do it? Yeah, civilian doctors are 100% way better than VA doctors if they're not playing ball. You can guide them into what needs to be checked off. Yeah, exactly. And I hinted towards that earlier. 100% Greg, 100% Greg. If you have the availability to see a private doctor. Now, I know there are a lot of veterans that don't have that luxury or availability to see a private doctor. Due to their situation, they may just be tied down to that VA doctor. But I mean, there is always that community care option that you can get sourced out of the VA, so you're not seeing VA doctors and shit. Oh, yep, SoCal, dog, SoCal. That's where the wine stays. True crime, Althea. I'm going to review my DBQ with my doctor before it's even submitted. Yeah, 100%. They forgot to check anything off my pain that leads to them. Okay, yep, 100%, baby, 100%. I'm in Central Cali, Santa Barbara. There you go. Hey, is it raining up there? I mean, it's just raining. I don't see no fucking jet skis and shit yet. Fucking cows flying around. Tornado, hurricane my ass. Luckily, it's not gonna hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, you good, though. You good. We're going on a little nature walk. Hey. Till motherfucking next time, this motherfucking Debo out. I gotta hit them motherfucking porcelain walls. And y'all know, as always, 2023 year to vet. Y'all stay Gucci with it.